Hello everyone and welcome to Ocean Cadence. In our video today, we'll be taking you through the topic of auto transformer starters that are used on board ships for starting of heavier motors and also explain you different aspects of auto transformer starters such as their working, the circuit layout, their advantages and the different relationships of voltage and current, and also any possible types of maintenance that can be externally carried out on board such starters on ships. Also, we would like to remind you that we have also run through topics such as the direct online starter and the star delta starter very recently in our other videos available on our channel in this particular series. So, to understand the concept of starters from basics, we would recommend you to first go through the video of direct online starter and then build it up with the star delta starter and then come on to auto transformer starters. So, without losing any further time, let's start. The first point of understanding is that when large induction motors are started directly on board ships, they draw a very high starting current. This starting current can be almost 5 to 7 times the full load current. This can cause voltage drops in the system and also mechanical stresses on both the motor and the machinery that it is supposed to drive, for example the pumps, etc. Now, to limit this high inrush current, different types of starters are used on board ships. One of which we are referring to today is the auto transformer type starter. The auto transformer starter reduces the starting voltage applied to the motor using a three-phase auto transformer. This particular transformer steps down the voltage during starting, and once the motor reaches about 80% of its rated speed, the motor is then switched to full line voltage for normal running, and thereby it attains its maximum running speed possible under normal operational circumstances. Now that we are clear about the basic ideology of auto transformer type starter, let us take out some time and run through the explanation of the circuit for this particular starter. In a typical setup of an auto transformer type starter, the main parts that we have within the circuit would be the main contactor, the running contactor, the shorting contactor, or also sometimes regarded as the starting contactor, and the auto transformer. These auto transformers, that is the three-phase auto transformer included into the circuit, would provide voltage tapping commonly at different ranges. For example, 50%, 65%, 80%, etc. values of the line voltage. Now, let us understand a typical flow that happens. So, when the motor is to be started, the main switch and the main contactor close, supplying power to the circuit. The running contactor during this particular time remains open initially. However, the shorting contactor closes, connecting the motor to the auto transformer. At this particular stage, the motor receives a reduced voltage depending on the transformer tap selected, and hence it draws a much smaller current from the supply. To further understand this, also let us correlate a typical working sequence of an auto transformer starter based motor circuit. So let us go through it step by step. In the first step, that is the starting period, when the start button is pressed, the main contactor and the shorting contactor will close. The auto transformer will reduce the voltage applied to the motor's stator. So for example, if the auto transformer tapping is at 65%, then the motor gets 0.65 times of the rated voltage per phase. Then in the step 2, that is the acceleration period or the acceleration phase. As the motor starts, it also proceeds to accelerate with the reduced voltage and hence reduced torque. The torque is proportional to the square of the applied voltage, meaning if the voltage is 65%, the torque will become 0.65 square. So 42% roughly of the full load torque in the example case that we have taken. Then the third part, where this entire thing transitions into full voltage. So once the motor speed reaches about 80% of the rated speed, the shorting contactor will open and disconnect the auto transformer from the circuit, and the running contactor closes, where the opening and closing takes place as a virtue of timer dependency. Now when the motor gets full line voltage, it will start running under normal conditions. Under the final running condition, that is the normal operation condition, only the main and the running contactors remain closed and the auto transformer is completely disconnected from the circuit. Now that we have explained the working and the circuit orientation, you would have a very common question that arises in your mind is that how are the tappings for the auto transformer design changing? So in an auto transformer type starter, the primary and the secondary windings share a common winding. The tappings are taken along the continuous winding to obtain different voltage ratios. As I had earlier said, for example, 50, 65, 80%, etc. values. So these are the tapping points that allow the adjusting of the starting voltage. Now, typically in the design, there are two types of designs. One is the fixed tapping. So in this type, which is mostly available on board, the transformer is supplied with predefined tap terminals. Now, during the installation or the maintenance part, the electrical officer can also wishfully choose the tapping by which they want to connect the outgoing lead to the desired tap terminal. But once selected, the ratio remains fixed during normal operation. So even in the fixed tapping design, you have a flexibility of adjusting the tapping during the maintenance and the open procedures. However, there is no control system that can do it without manual intervention. So, for example, if we have a high inertia load requirement, we might choose the 80% tapping, even for initial running in. Whereas for lighter operations, we have an option of choosing 50%. Now, in some of the sophisticated designs, which are not very usual to be seen out at sea on board smaller vessels or medium-sized vessels, but can be seen definitely, will be the auto transformer design, which includes a motor driven or an electronically controlled tap changer that can switch between the points smoothly. What this will allow is to gradually increase the voltage during acceleration, but this also is what we recall as the soft start effect. Why this type of occurrence or why this type of design is not very common on board ships is because we normally have the designs where the output load is not very high as in parallel to the industrial loads that are required on land. And also the transitions during the starting can commonly be handled by contactors and timers and not the tap changers. So there is a very big gray area of design compatibility and also the application for the maximum range of load that we are intending to use it for. And thus the usage is not very common, but it is there definitely. So once going through all these details of the auto transformer, now we are in a good position to understand their advantages as well over the other starting methods. So as we just discussed that it will provide a very variable and also a very high peaking range of starting torque per ampere of the line current which is being drawn. So this is also as a virtue of the flexibility of the voltage tapping that can be variably adjusted depending upon the load requirements. And also, since we can adjust it to a very high percentage share, it would mean that even when very heavy loads are connected online, it would create a very less voltage dip in the supply line, which also means that since we are progressively increasing the supply voltage, the acceleration would also be smooth and the mechanical stresses and other variable effects on the shaft, coupling and the driven machinery would reduce multiple folds. And this is very important for prolonging the planned maintenance duration of these elements on board a ship. So now another common question would be, where can these type of starters be used on ships? So wherever we have very large capacity blowers and pumps, or even for example the bow thruster motors, is where these type of starters would find their premium application. And even in ships where there are centrifugal compressors, etc., these are the starters that you would commonly find. And with such large scale implementation, and also because they are being used on very important machinery that draws a very high supply value and also supports heavy loads, it is very important that we carry out regular checks and whatever possible maintenance on board for such starters. So please go through the visual inspections and we'll check for local overheating or loose connections or even carbon deposition on the contacts. And then in terms of contactor maintenance, we can clean the contact points and check for pitting, corrosion or looseness or slackness. And we can also measure the contacts resistance. In terms of transformer checks, we can check the insulation resistance using a Megger, check for any oil leakage, but this is only to be done if the design is oil cooled type, and also check that the tap connections are tight and clean. we can check the timing of the operational timers and the relative interlocks, and also check the sequence of operation. And in terms of maintenance or preemptive checks, we can also check that all the overload relays and the thermistors are in proper working condition and not malfunctioning at any point of time. This brings us to a conclusion about the auto transformer starter, and I hope that you have clearly understood in detail about this efficient and flexible method for starting large motors on board ships that offers a smooth acceleration and reduced current flow during the starting and a better control over the torque range. Also, if you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Ocean Cadence, and follow our channel for more marine engineering and marine electrical and safety related content.